All right, I am live. I'm going to pull myself up on my phone. When you are hopping on, say hello. Let me know. There we go. Woohoo! Hi, guys. Hey, Vicki. All right. Sorry, I'm a couple minutes late. I've had a lot to set up in preparation for this, and I'm going through a lot of more another level of multi-dimensional body changes. And so I've been spending a lot more time in meditation, and I don't put a timer on myself. So I always tell people ish, because I have to make sure that the aspects of me, I am well nourished and taken care of before I give to another. So I've made some notes for myself, and I also have a visual to give you guys. Okay, and I have certain crystals out and ready. Oh, thank you, Jillian. I love this color. And I'm feeling a lot of sacral energy today. So, and I even have some Lemurian quartz out for this. I have a sunstone. I have some selenite. I have a visual for you guys. I like to make sure that everybody understands what's happening during these, because I feel like if you've ever had a DNA activation with me, you understand that I do things way different. I record myself. I let you listen to the recording afterwards, even though the work's already been done, because I feel that when our conscious mind is involved, we can integrate much quicker. We can accelerate much quicker when all parts of us are in harmony and understanding what's happening. So I like to make sure that everybody is somewhat understanding of what's going on. Before I got on here, I was in meditation for quite a long time. And what I was hearing today was illness and wellness are one and the same. Illness is projected inward, right? So we're obsessed about ourselves, we're repressing, we're holding, we're storing, we're whatever, we're absorbing, right? It's all coming inward. When we are well, what's good in here is projecting outward, right? So we're overflowing. When we're ill, we're absorbing, we're calling in. This is where we begin to take from another in order to try to fill our cup up, fill our soul up, fill our body up. And so when I was talking to them, they wanted me to make sure that I went through this because, shoot, I should have wrote it down because it's on my phone. What did they say? Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. This is why I write things down when I channel, because I don't remember. Managing your energy can be the difference between illness and wellness. And I was like, wow, that's so true, because in the beginning of my awakening, my core wound is denial. So I denied other people. I denied myself. I denied things that happened to me. I denied that things were happening to me. I denied my abilities. I denied my intuition. I denied the fact that I was worthy of receiving, that this was possible for me. I mean, everything. It's crazy. But a part of that was when my intuitive senses got ripped open, I began to feel the collective, right? Some of you have heard this story. I began to feel everything. This was collective fears. This was collective worries. This was feeling my childhood that a lot of I couldn't still remember. This was feeling everything and from everybody. And I immediately went into massive anxiety, massive overwhelm. I started packing on the pounds. I started to get sick all the time. And no matter what I did, you know, because back then I was still very superficial. I was still worrying about the physical. So I was like, how can I lose this weight? Why am I not feeling good? What can I do? So it was like product after product and diet after diet. Like I searched for everything outside of me to fix me. And none of that worked, right? I didn't have thyroid problems. I went to doctors. I had blood tests. I went through all of these things. I needed to learn how to manage my energy. once I learned my energy, I learned my body, my energy, right? And then I learned how to trust it. I could then learn what foods were serving to me, how I needed to eat, when I needed to eat, how the other thing that was the most transformational thing for me to understand was that the rules of society, or that we've conditioned to believe, right? We can't eat carbs, or that we have to eat 5 meals a day, or that we have to do certain things, were not true. It's different for everybody. And through your awakening process, you're going to go through times where you're going to need to eat bread, where you're going to feel called to eat peanut butter, where you're going to need to have chocolate, where you're going to feel called to eat certain foods, where you're going to need more salt intake or not. And you'll go through these phases. There's actually different parts of your DNA that is written that reconfigures, reorganizes, and it requires nutrients from certain foods, and it's a temporary thing. And so when you can learn to trust yourself, trust your energy and your body completely, you no longer seek external things to fix you. They're there instead to nourish you. And you naturally begin to eat healthier foods and gravitate towards certain supplements and probiotics. I'm a supplement junkie, and I've even had my team had to come in and say, we need to calm that down a bit. Like, you don't need all of these things anymore. But we're so fixated on the newest thing. And there's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't. But at the end of the day, if you have to ask yourself, what is the purpose of buying that product or buying that service or doing that work, right? Is it because it's going to be that instant easy fix? Or is it something that your body is calling from you, to nourish you? Is it just a knowing that this is the thing that you need and you don't understand why? So again, I will always be an advocate for trusting your intuition, trusting your body, trusting your energy. And this is the analogy I like to give. Your car has a lot of alarm systems, right? Your seatbelt alarm, oil, engine check, blah, 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 tire pressure. Your body is your car. Your energy is you sitting in your car. Your body is a temporary vehicle, and it needs to be treated like a temple. And your soul is the energy within that body. And your body's going to give you alarm systems. Generally, they go off when you have already been nudged a bunch of times and you're still not listening. So then your body starts screaming at you. So today we're going to go into clearing the stomach meridian. And I want to give you this visual because I want you to understand how this meridian runs. Okay? So we're going to be actually working with a cosmic sun today, the central cosmic sun. And it comes in through the crown. It actually splits off into the eyes. It comes over here, right? So this is the high heart up here between your collarbones. And then here's your regular heart. And it runs right down the side, right? And so this would be solar plexus, sacral root. And then it splinters off down your legs into your feet. Okay? So these run. And what happens is we need, so our column of light, if you guys heard me talk about the column of light, this would be some people call it a pillar of light. I call it a column. I need more highlighters is what I need. Oh. Okay. I know I'm a great artist. That's your column of light, right? Our chakras run through it, or actually in front of it. This runs through our, so the physical spine is within this as well. And so this needs to be open and fluid. But these alongside of it, this is a support system. And so we need to clear, we're going to clear as much as we can through these today. Now, in the Soul Flow experience, we're going to be doing similar healings to this. They're going to be much deeper. We're actually going to be working with a new, as I've been preparing for the people who have already joined. I've been preparing to start recording some of these healings. These are for them only. We're going to be working with some temples in Atlantis, or not, Atlantis. We're going to be working with more of your organs, because there's already stuff that's manifested within your body. So anytime you work with me using the purification method, which is a method I designed that rewrites your DNA and really heals your body from the inside out, basically, we start with the manifestation and we work outward so that when it's clearing out, it doesn't get stuck in your auric field. We clear it through all of your bodies, and then I use my method to restructure everything. So today we're not going to go into the healing of the actual organs, which would be the spleen and the stomach. But we are going to, I just want to give you guys, there's a lot of new people in here who haven't experienced my energy, an idea of what it feels like to work with me. Okay, so here's some notes that I wrote that came through. So our stomach meridian is our determination, our accountability, our motivation, our personal power. It's very connected to the lower three chakras, right? When we feel like we can't move forward in life, when we're afraid to move forward in life, when we're afraid of the unknown and that uncertainty, our stomach meridians can get very stopped up. And it can cause a lot of acid reflux, it can cause indigestion, it can cause stomach cramping, it can cause nausea, it can cause diarrhea. So it can go either way, right? Depending on if it's overactive or underactive, or how and where the clog, block, whatever you want to call it, is build up. So there's a lot of that. It also is very connected to this meridian connects deeply into our jaw, right? So when we're holding stress and worry, you can feel it in your jawbone. And as you can see on here, how it goes right along that jaw, right? And tension, headaches, right? Where that tension line, it can affect our eyes, right? It can affect our shoulders and the pressure that we feel on our shoulders. We can get cramping in the legs. See what I'm saying? So there's a lot in there. So if you're needing to use your defense mechanisms, if you're really afraid of moving forward in life, or afraid of uncertainty, if you're giving too much of yourself away and you're leaking energy, if you're not honoring what you need, what your body needs, and instead you're people pleasing or doing things to avoid rocking the boat, or standing in your truth, or afraid of rejection, blah, 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 all those things, right? Everything begins with energy. Dis-ease starts in the astral body, our emotional body. It's only when we attach to that that it begins to manifest. And that's why I say manifesting begins in your emotional body. And this is why, if you're looking for a why, it is so important to do the emotional work, to know and manage your energy, because this is where you manifest your reality from. It's not your thoughts. It's when you attach emotion to the thoughts that we begin to manifest, whether it's in our body or in our reality. Anybody have any questions about that before we get into the healing? Hey, Ashley, I miss you. Thank you. Hi, Rachel. Hi, Vicki. I'm so glad you're on here. This sounds exactly like me, well, not being sick. Yeah, see, here's the thing. It's a good thing not to be sick right now, Vicki, right? But the longer we don't honor our truth, the longer we don't step into that next level of ourselves, the longer we stay stuck in our comfort zone, that's when that disease can begin to build. And we don't want it to get to the point of manifestation. We don't want it to get to the point of where our bodies are hurting. You guys, ask Ashley, ask Tanya, ask my friends, right? They have seen me in tremendous pain from attaching to what's happening in my reality or in my mind or my emotions. And when we attach, when we latch on, when we make it about ourselves, when we make it personal, when we latch on to that fear, it creates suffering within our being. And so this is why it's so important to let go and to flow and to become that observer and become very trusting and understanding of our own energy and body. Hey, Shelly, good morning. Okay, Ashley, that sounds good. Shelly says, I always have so much pressure, pain in my upper back and shoulders. So the upper back and shoulders is really about the weight that we're carrying. And sometimes we don't even know what that weight is. Sometimes that weight is ancestral, and we're choosing to continue to carry that weight, right? So the more we understand our body, the more you can tune into what is this? What is the purpose? What is it trying to show me, right? And understanding it more and more. Jillian says, the thing I struggle with is when we have all the crazy energies coming in, my emotions go haywire. Let me see if I can finish reading this. Haywire. I try not to attach and I just have to let it pass. Is there another way? No. Sadly, no. And here's the thing. It's not that you're never going to have pain or discomfort. As I've been going through this multidimensional shift, it's been a lot easier since I've really learned to detach and to open myself up. It's really, really been the game changer for me. When we go through these huge energy waves, like right now, today, these light codes are going to be working to our favor. This is a heavy light code day today. And that can mean, it's always a good thing. Let's just say that, right? But what it can do is it can reach down, like this past wave that we had. It comes in and it's upheavaling, right? So I had a little bit of heartburn. I had a little bit of pressure, in the back of my head and a little bit up here. Nothing too serious, but in my family, right, my husband had symptoms of severe allergy attack, right? He doesn't have allergies. Both my kids were having major stomach issues. And what's happening is our emotions are being stirred up. And that's a good thing, because when that emotion comes up out of nowhere, right, we're like all of a sudden like, why am I crying? Why am I emotional? Why am I thinking about this? Get out of the why and know that when it comes up, when you feel it, when the emotions surface, then that is your sign that those things are ready, that you are ready to see them, to feel them, to acknowledge them, and say, I see you. I'm not afraid of you. I'm willing to feel you. Why? Because I'm no longer choosing to judge what I'm feeling. I'm no longer choosing to judge the process, and I'm just going to open up and allow. We're going to go way deeper into this in the program, so I don't want to give too much of that away. But this is about stepping into our mastery, and so today is really about healing bringing awareness to these parts of our body. And understanding that all of the body and the energy has a direct effect on our physical reality, right? Okay, so I'm being called to say we have a very special guest. I think Ashley already got off, but Aurora, her daughter, I'm so connected to her. I love her so much. But she's going to be experiencing this energy. So what we have decided to do is make sure that this energy is meeting each and every person where they are, so that it does not overload or overpower your system. It doesn't, it's not too much, right? When I channel energy, a lot of people call these energy transfers. So I just called it that because I don't know what else to call it. But once the energy transfer begins, my energy can be quite overpowering for people sometimes, depending on where their vibration is. And so I want to make sure that this energy is meeting you where you are, and it's not too much, especially when we clear and alchemize the stomach meridians, because you're going to have a physical release with this. And it's okay. It's okay to have a physical release. It's a good thing. But I don't want it to be too much. Okay. So when you're getting ready to do this, I ask a couple of things. One, please be in a space where you won't be interrupted, where you can focus on your breath and your body and have peace. You're not driving, right? Driving, anything like that, operating anything, this is not the time. Lots of people will feel like they're passing out when they connect with my energy, or they are taking a nap. It's crazy the experiences people have. So you may feel that, and that may not happen to you. Either way, there's no right or wrong way, right? If you're not a visual person, then just know that it's happening. Trust the process. That is your part of this. Your part is to agree to receive, to open yourself up to the possibility, the opportunity to listen to my guidance and trust that the process is happening, right? Because whether you believe it or not, there's energy going to be going on and moving through, okay? You're right on time, Miss Lynette. Yay, okay. Make sure I got everything. Hey, Lori. Hey, Megan. Hey, Tomasa. Ooh, okay, I think I got everybody. All right, okay. So one more time, here's the visual that I want you guys to see. The pink line is the stomach meridians. The highlight is your column of light. We already got people coming in. Now, a part of this is going to be silent, so you'll just see me, if you're watching, which you really shouldn't be, your eyes should be closed, putting my hands up. I highly suggest you don't watch, because sometimes my eyes will roll back and flutter when an activation is coming through, when the energy gets super intense, or I'll spin, or, God only knows what things that happen. All right. Whew. And then when we're done, I won't talk for a long time. I will kind of bring everybody back. If anybody wants to share how they experienced it, they can. Because you will either need to run to the bathroom, or you're going to just be really feeling good, or you may be passed out and sleeping. Okay. So if you do fall asleep or kind of feel like you drifted off, no, you didn't miss anything. It's all happening for you. Okay. Let's see, what shall we say? Should we lay down or sit? It's up to you. If you, are more comfortable and relaxed laying down, lay down. If you're going to sit, make sure that your spine is straight and your legs are uncrossed. Okay, so sit comfortably. You can lean up against a wall, anything like that. So laying down may be the best thing, but if you lay down, please don't have a pillow. We want your spine and your back to be as level as possible. Okay. All right. And if you experience this well, and you want more of this ability to manage and trust and master yourself, then I hope you will DM me and reach out to be a part of this beautiful experience. Okay. So go ahead and get comfortable. Lay down, sit up, however you want. Make sure you're in a space where you can just be completely relaxed. And while you do that, I'm going to anchor in. Just begin to feel your breath as you breathe in and out of your stomach, feeling your belly rise and fall, your chest to rise and fall. And with each breath in and out, as you focus all of your awareness on that breath, I want you to feel your body beginning to release, as if you're being unzipped after far too long of being trapped within. And as your body unzips and opens up, you begin to just feel this release, this deep relaxation. Tuning in now to your heartbeat and bringing all your conscious awareness to that heartbeat. Feeling it just pulsating through your body. And the appreciation and magic of its ability to beat, to move, energy through your body without you doing a thing. Really bringing all your awareness to the fluctuation and beat of your heart, and really beginning to slow that heart rate down. Really allowing for your presence and your power and your energy to be. And as you further focus on your heart, I want you to begin to see this glow emanating from your heart space. And as it builds and gets brighter and brighter, it begins to form a cord, an anchoring, if you will. It begins to flow down your column of light, moving down through your lower 3 chakras. And as it does, it's beginning to rebalance them, opening them up, allowing for expansion and release to occur. Moving down through the root and feeling it flowing down through your legs, activating the chakras in your feet, allowing them to open nice and wide, as if roots are being flowing from the bottoms of your feet down into and through Mother Gaia's surface, through all her dimensions and realities, traveling down into her heart chakra, her crystalline core, and feeling that anchoring and that power as you feel those roots plugging in to her. And just feeling that for a moment. As we allow her beautiful energy to flow freely now back up those roots, grounding us, anchoring us into our physical body, anchoring our energy, allowing us to feel our energy, to feel our body as she connects heart to heart and holds immense space. we set the intention as we connect, as I connect to the central cosmic sun, that once again, that this energy that we'll be calling forth meets every single person where they are, so that this process is gentle, yet deeply serving. And I want you to bring all of your awareness now to a very rich orange and yellow and gold ball of light, the cosmic sun. I want you to just visualize it in your mind or know that it is there. And as we bring all of our awareness to this light, we feel its power, its fury, its ability to alchemize, to transmute, to change the energy that it meets, the density within our meridians. It alchemizes it on contact and transforms it into very serving, open energy, allowing for whatever needs to be seen, to be integrated, to be accepted, to be brought forth into our heart and into our minds, to our bodies, to allow us to choose to no longer be a victim of that programming, to allow this alchemization, this transformation to be the new energy codes of which we are built upon, that are programming us to live in a space where we are comfortable with uncertainty, where we are ready to step into our abilities, into our power, onto the new path that's already waiting. We intend for this to really alchemize any perceived blocks, which are really attachments that we are judging, and allow them to be set free. And as you continue to focus on the central cosmic sun and the oranges and golds and yellows and feeling the warmth and the power, we begin to draw from that energy, seeing this beautiful cosmic sun drawing down beams of gold and orange and yellows, these beautiful rays, where they begin to enter in on either side of our body into our stomach meridian. And we begin to gently feel it entering into our crown. Begin to slowly move down the lines, almost like a gold molten lava, slowly, gently moving through and alchemizing any density that it meets instantly. Coming down now through the side of our face and splinting up through our eyes, feeling this energy almost enveloping and spinning into our eyes, really cleansing, awakening, transforming the illusions and the falsities Our eyes are the windows to the soul. They are the cosmos within the cosmos within the cosmos. And just seeing this glow emanate as that beautiful cosmic sun goes down our jawline, really working through that density of the stresses and worries and pressures that we place upon ourselves. Seeing that beautiful, thick energy flowing down through our throat on the sides. This is our power center, our manifestation center, our truth center. Really just alchemizing, transforming any densities that have risen to this level as it begins to shift off at our high heart. Really feeling that warmth and energy rise that it emanates from the stomach meridian, feeling that infusion of warm energy, really lifting up through your shoulder, through your collarbone, through the back of the neck, moving down as it drifts further down by the breasts and begins to come inward, almost meeting at where the heart chakra lives. Alchemizing the densities, the pressures, the walls that you have built. Feeling that energy going all the way back to the shoulder blades. Feeling it just, there's a lot being alchemized right now. There's a lot that's being transformed in this moment within this collective that is listening. Feeling that openness, almost like you can breathe. The heart is where we barricade or open when we have insecurities, when we are in fear, we barricade, we put up walls, we try to protect from feeling the pain of being unaccepted, of being judged, of feeling the pain. We open these lines up. We allow for that communication to begin again. To know that our truth, our power, our confidence, our intuition can only be judged by you. You are the judge and jury. Others outside of you are only reflecting back what you are projecting out. That's why it hurts so bad. As we allow it to begin to flow down the sides of the lower three chakras, this is where we feel the most density, where we sabotage medicate, deny, repress our truth, our abilities, where we take responsibility, where we choose to exit the victim mentality and step into the goddess energy of empowerment and courage and confidence, anchoring within our being. As this energy begins to pulverize, alchemize, I'm feeling a lot of density that is not even yours. It's energy you've absorbed to protect yourself, to nourish yourself, or an attempt to. And we return that energy to who it belongs. And we call back our soul fragments. We call back all the energy that we have given away due to poor boundaries, due to people pleasing, due to wanting to be loved, wanting to be accepted. We call back our energy that we gave away, all the parts and pieces of ourselves, like a mosaic being called back perfectly into place. And as we do, we feel that alchemization happening as your energy replaces the energy that is not serving, that is not yours. And so in this moment, you may feel the urge to release, to cough, to belch, to even a little bit of nausea. And just allow for that to take place. As we allow it to slowly and comfortably continue down the lower three chakras, the sides of it, going all the way down to the side of the root, where it splits off right at that joint of the hip, of the leg, the thigh and the torso meet. This is all about moving forward. Our knees and our legs have a lot to do with our forward movement into uncertain times, our flexibility, our ability to stand our ground, to be empowered and to not take things personally, to listen to our inner children and what they are trying to tell us, to our subconscious, and taking the information as lessons and guidance versus chaos and ego dismay. We learn to become the observer and to follow the guidance that is being brought forth. As we allow this beautiful energy from the cosmic central sun to begin moving down our thighs, we feel a lot of the energy from our core woundings, from our childhood programming, from pieces, people, places that we were hurt or unnerved, that made us want to stay stuck in our comfort zone instead of venture out into the great unknown. Moving down by the knees, I feel a lot of stiffness and density for so many who are afraid or unwilling to bend and be flexible, to be open to possibility, to opportunity, to opening that up and alchemizing. And it flows down the sides of the shins. Really beginning to transform and alchemize any densities about standing your ground and having firm boundaries, supporting yourself, being responsible for your reality, investing in all ways for you, for your energy, for your well-being, because your wellness is what's wanting to be projected out into the reality. Your heart wants to overflow into all things. But when we don't put ourselves first, when we don't manage our energy and trust our knowing and that connection with the divine, we step into a fear-based energy that creates a stiffness that keeps us paralyzed and anchored in to a reality and a time that is not serving. As this energy now flows down into our feet, we feel it begin to exit our meridian and splinter off like new roots growing into Mother Gaia. And feeling as these roots grow and expand in all directions, feeling this pure cosmic central sun consciousness and power just free flowing from the top of our crown down now through these meridians and out our feet. Just allowing for that free flowing to roto-root, if you will, any last attachments, any last energies, and just feeling that powerful flow of all that is coursing through your astral body. And now we're going to begin the energy transference. And so I want you to visualize me standing by you. And between you and I, as you rise to your feet, I want you to see a very large ball of energy, soft and bright pink rays mixing together, almost creating a marbling. This large ball of energy between you and I is going to be the space for grace. And I want you to begin to feel, see, know any densities from your auric field, from any parts of your body, any emotional programming, conditioning, falsities, anything that you have consciously brought to the surface. As specks of energy, just see them flowing away from your body and being absorbed into the soft pink ray, into this ball of grace. And as it does, I want you to feel the flow of energy coming from my hands and emanating into your body. want you to feel this beautiful influx, these activation codes of your highest consciousness, beginning to take the place of the energy that is exiting and entering into the space for grace. And this will begin the silent energy transference. I will come back to you once it is complete. And as the last tidbits of unserving energy are absorbed into the space for grace, we begin seeing the new light codes, the new higher consciousness that has entered your energetic field, your physical being, almost like stamps being imprinted into your cellular memory. And as it imprints, it ignites and lights up almost like a gold glow as it completely integrates into each and every cell. And we allow for a burst of golden light to begin to disperse from the inside out, clearing your auric field and all the energetic bodies, allowing for your aura to be returned to its highest divine frequency. Oof. And now we begin to feel the flow of that soft pink ray of energy now beginning to flow around in and through us, just bringing a gentle calmness as we close our access points off for the moment and allow for integration to fully take place as we anchor this new energy into our being. Just going to allow for this calming energy, this soothing energy to finish running. Archangel Michael is here, and he is saying that there is no need to protect your energy for your protection, if you will. Your gate or energetic grid is within you. And when you understand how this grid of consciousness within you works and flows to your benefit, you will then feel any external breach, leakage, or hole instantly, and will be able to firm it up and to deny access to the things that are not serving. The words energy protection are based in fear, and the divine does not deal in fear. It deals in love, in oneness, and unity, where we blend our consciousness with all things and all people. But that we live in a material, structured reality, and we need to be able to deny those and energies, things, situations that aren't serving, because it is serving to self. And when we serve ourself from the highest capacity, when we honor our body and our energy, when we no longer choose to play in the lower consciousness victim realms, we elevate ourselves. And we move timelines, and we no longer experience, call in these vibrations. They just no longer exist in our new time-space reality. As you shift, your reality shifts. but it begins and ends with your internal compass, your internal knowing. And he would like to ignite a beautiful, multidimensional flame within your heart space, igniting your truth, your confidence, your power. And I just see your hearts widening and this flame igniting with beautiful colorings of blue and purple, of green. Just this multidimensional flame igniting within your being. And we thank Archangel Michael and the cosmic central sun and all of the guides and angels that stepped forth today to participate in this energy transfer and clearing of the stomach meridians. As we ask for your consciousness to be brought back to this time and space, for you begin to feel the weight of your body, to begin to rotate your wrists and ankles, beginning to move your body, taking a couple of deep breaths. And when you are ready, you may rejoin us on this broadcast. And if anybody would like to share their experience, I would love for you to let me know how that was. I've been waiting to do that. That was on my end. Very, very powerful. It was way deeper and longer than I consciously was aware it was going to be. And it's such a beautiful, beautiful blessing and experience that we just were privy to and given. These are the type of things that you can experience healing wise in the soul flow experience, because as we begin to master our presence and our energy bodies, and anchoring into that trust, we need to replace the programming and up-level your physical body and your energetic body. So these will be, in the soul flow experience, they will be rewriting your DNA codes. They will be restructuring your DNA codes. We didn't do that today. We didn't seal it out, but this is just a preview and allow you to experience what it's like to work with my energy and with me. Find my glasses so I can see. Gosh, my eyes are going through so many changes. Let's see. We had 11 people at 11:11 a.m. That's awesome. I got the song. I can see clearly now. Oh my God, yay. You guys, your eyes have every connection to your body too. There's so much beauty in ourselves. Thank you so much for that. I seen and felt so much. Oh, beautiful. Shelly says, I feel like I have a sleep hangover. Not sure how to explain it. Super tired feeling. That is what I call an energy hangover. When we go through periods of having intense energy running through our body, it's no different than feeling like a regular hangover. And that's why I consciously closed our meridians off from source, even though we're really never disconnected, right? I wanted to close you guys inward for a little bit of time to integrate this, because with all of these light codes coming in, this way you're not getting any excess energy, right? So we kind of want to cocoon you in a little bit to anchor what just happened into your reality. So thank you for saying that, Shelley, because that's really important for people to know. Lynette says, my whole body is humming. I found myself rocking back and forth gently. That happens. I also noticed when you were channeling, the tone in your voice, the way you articulate words was slightly different. It was beautiful. I love your transmissions. Thank you. You're welcome. Yes. Yeah, I will get funny. Actually, recently when I shared that new transmission, I am the love that I am. It's on YouTube, but it's also on the Insight Timer platform. I actually had complaints that they could hear this tone, high-pitched tone coming through, and they thought it was interference. And not everybody is at the space that we are in here. So a lot of times really new people will hear this stuff. And I said, I'm sorry that bothered you. That's okay. I didn't take it personally. I said, it's actually a very high frequency coming in. It's one of the most high frequency transmissions I have done to date. It's so simple, but the frequency was off the charts. And for some people didn't like that. And so everybody's going to experience the energy where they are, right? And so I love hearing how everybody experiences it differently. My ears itch. Oh, you guys, that internal itch that you can't get, that's your clairaudience. It drives me crazy sometimes because you're like, I can't get it. Vicky says, I'm still throbbing. Oh my God, I love these comments. I love listening to how people do it. Several times I felt so connected. It was like I knew what you were going to say before you said it. Like I already be there. Yep. Right. Lori says, this was much needed. Now I see how this is extremely powerful and clearing lots of interaction with my inner child. Higher self and so much more. Tears streaming, rocking, neck rolls, felt all the beautiful energy allowed. Yay! This is so amazing. I love you guys. This is so awesome. Yay. Okay. So for those that are watching the replay, I want to make sure, I should have said this before, it doesn't matter. You don't have to be live to experience the energy. The intention is set for all who come and listen to this transmission. Hydrate, lots and lots of water. We cannot get enough water. You can put a little squeeze of lemon in it as well. Please rest or listen to your body. So if you don't feel like eating, or you do, or if you have funny smell in your pee or experience physical release in some way, know that that's okay. It's just manifested energy vacating our body. And it's so funny because I actually got a message for Ashley and Aurora as I was doing the transfer. So I have to reach out to her. Vicky says, now I'm starving. That can happen too, right? Jillian says, so funny about the interference comment. A few times in the beginning when I was doing your meditations, I kept cutting in and out with divine timing, giving me more time to work through each phase. Oh, cool. That's awesome. I want carrots. What the heck? That's your eyes. That's carrots. Actually, your eyes are connected. Your eyes and your ears are connected to your third eye. So that's so funny. I want carrots. Maybe you're manifesting right now all those things. Like I just see that carrot meme, right? I'm so thirsty. Yes, Lori, thank you. You know, that's the number one thing I hear after my transmissions is people are like dying of thirst. Because water is a conduit for energy, right? So that's why we drink a lot of water. A lot of people think it's to hydrate. That's important, but it moves energy in our body. And so hydrating with pure water. If your water isn't if your water's questionable, you can always put your hands on it and just bless it, right? So your heart's connected to your hands, and you can just use the intention, right? We're going to do this also in the soul flow experience. We're going to be really learning how to program our reality with our intentions, like a GPS system, right? So you can hold your water. So I'm drinking Dasani right now, and we can close our eyes and we can breathe in and out of our heart and bless the water from the purity of our heart. And it changes the water molecules. And then you can drink it. So a lot of people have a lot of worries about, is my water good enough? Blah, blah, blah. You'll start to notice yourself called to certain types of water, but you can also just bless your water. You can do that too. I want carrots too. Hey, I'm telling you, it's the orange. It's the orange color. Something about today. That's so funny. Okay. So if anybody has any questions about the soul flow experience, if you feel called to it but aren't sure if it's for you, please reach out to me before you just buy it, because it's not going to be for everybody, and that's okay. This is for those who are going from that, I've spent so much time in self-discovery, I'm ready to step into my mastery, I'm ready to be the God goddess, I'm ready to be the creator of my reality, I'm ready to step into the light and be that powerhouse, that trifecta, right, of the badass and the goddess and all the things. When you're ready to become that triangle, that perfect balanced energy. Now, I don't like to use the word perfect because perfection it ain't real. It's a bunch of bullshit. You're ready to do that. I've made it accessible to, and we have some spots remaining. So please reach out to me. Let's have a conversation. And if it's not for you, that's okay too. And I will tell you, I will definitely be honest and let you know. And I hope you guys really enjoyed this healing. And I'm so excited about all the comments. I'm going to be repurposing this. That's why it was done through Zoom. I wanted to make sure it was with good sound quality. Yeah. So thirsty. Woohoo! All right, you guys. Well, have a fabulous day. Remember to hydrate and listen to your body and really kind of keep yourself in, cocoon for a little bit. I wouldn't recommend any other energy work for at least 24 hours. That's just my personal preference. I think it becomes too much for our system. So I will talk to you guys soon. Thanks. Bye.